Hello everyone, I'm back for another video, and today I'm going to be reviewing another online race of mine. And today we're going to review one of I would say more spectacular race that I did a few days ago, and it was this race. It was at Spa in an open lobby. So let's look into the race then and see how entertaining it is. So that race, I joined very late into the lobby, and then I didn't manage to do a qualifying time. So I believe, I started at 28th on this count, I think. Yeah, because I believe later on there are more people joined to the lobby, and then suddenly I got dropped back a little bit because they all, for some reason, stood on the same spot. So starting a very at the very back of the field. Not really last, but it's quite far behind, and some catch-up work to do. 10 minutes race, and you'll see how entertaining it is for this race. So you can imagine about 30 plus cars going into Eau Rouge Radion at turn one, and you can imagine how spectacular it could be. And I'm starting the race very cautious, and you're already seeing some people already spinning, flying out the track, you name it. And I can actually go back a little bit and let you take a look on the bird eye view of this start. You see, it was actually almost chaos there. It's lucky that no one got spun around apart from that Aka racing Mercedes spun himself. And actually I kind of got squeezed in the middle on the camel straight, and I couldn't do anything, but I had to force myself to back off. And then at this very moment, I saw myself some space, so I can slip down the inside following the Ferrari, and you can see just a little touch, and then all three cars lost control, and there's more contact happening at the front, and I was lucky to avoid that Audi and didn't make a collision there. But that was a mega start, starting from 28th and up into 16th, I believe. Or actually not. Actually, I think I'm around 10 or 11 because I'm behind this number 67 Aston Martin in front. The leaderboard doesn't update that quick. As you can see, I was looking for spaces to trying to overtake the Aston Martin ahead. As you can see, on the next corner, I did find myself some space and confident on the brakes. So I decided to go late and got that move stick. And I believe that got me up into P10, I believe. And yep, that's up into P9 actually. There's a few cars happening, had a bit of an incident on the first lap, and there's a Ferrari slowing down a lot for some reason. And as you can see going ahead, there is three cars, actually four cars piling up, and it was a few seconds before it was, I believe it was uh, one of the Lambos that clicked the curb, and that's my brother driving the orange one, FFF Racing Team Lamborghini, trying to go for a move, and then Audi gonna oversteer, and then the Bauer Lambo clicked the curb a little, couldn't help but shunt it into him, and then yeah, it's like domino, and it just piled up. And meanwhile, I was behind, and I did kind of saw that incident on my camera, and I believe, yeah, as you can see on my camera, I couldn't see much, but just after got into the bus stop chicane, you see 3 cars all piled up, and on the exit, almost got actually got touched a little by the spinning McLaren, but I was lucky to escape and didn't pick up any damage. And then my brother came back right in front of me, and he didn't got as much momentum and grip, so I dived down the inside and picked up yet another position up into P4. It was very chaotic at start, and imagine how much precision that I picked up there. I started from 28 and got into P5 within the end of first lap, and I picked up 23 positions in one lap. And you can imagine how chaotic the race was. And it wasn't even like a dirty lobby or anything. It's just people racing very hard and not leaving any space. And as you can see, the Ferrari at front just got no grip whatsoever and losing the back end. And looking a little bit, thought about diving the inside for a moment, but wasn't close enough. And both me and the Ferrari running a bit off the track. And coming around a lap later, the exact same corner, I pulled off yet another move on this. But this time it was actually a bit further away compared to the Aston Martin. And I also got tapped by the Ferrari a little because I was slowed down a little bit more than I should be entering into the corner, because pulling off a move right at, I believe that was turn 13 or turn 12, I forgot the corner, but it's actually very risky. Even though it's a very good overtaking spot, it's actually risky because it's easy to go offline and lose all the grip that you have. It's basically just slowing down a little bit more than I should have. And yep. And couldn't blame Ferrari because I suddenly just came across in front of him on his perspective. So yeah, so that's the move. And up into P3. And because of all of those incidents happened on turn 1, and I backed off a lot to avoid those incidents, and I'll give you a little bit of onboard playback in the moment. But you can see, because of those incidents, that actually the top 2 escaped from the main pile and battling for the lead. And meanwhile, because after this, I actually didn't claim up any kind of position. I just got my head down and tried my best to catch up to the second place. And at the end, just they're just too far away. Sorry, I choked a little. And I'll give you a little bit of onboard camera on the first lap. As you can see, the Mercedes pull in the middle, but it didn't get much of a good start. And then going up into Eau Rouge, into Radion, you can see how much I'm slowing down for the front pack here. And the Lexus suddenly just pulled out and lost control. And then all of a sudden in my mirror, and that grey Mercedes just, that grey black Falcon Mercedes just came back, being very aggressive on claiming the position, and watching the Ferrari overtake me, and then trying to follow them and go into the inside, but didn't quite. But I didn't feel confident enough to follow them, and as you can see, yeah, they're not really leaving much space to each other at all. And now I can try to play a little bit of bird eye view camera, as you can see how many space they're leaving each other there. And yeah, the Mercedes just came back onto the track without looking and caused a secondary incident. Here's the Ferrari, Aston Martin and Mercedes incident. It's basically Ferrari tried to dive in the middle, the Nissan closed the door, he banged another Mercedes. That Mercedes gone off track, and he banged the Nissan, couldn't stop in time to hit another Mercedes. So he drifted. The Nissan and the Mercedes both gone to the runoff. The Mercedes came back onto the track without looking at his mirrors, and I almost shunted into the dead body of that Audi there. But with too much experience, with these things happen on online races, and with a hint of luck, I managed to escape from this pile of mess and gone up to P28 to P3. And even though this lobby that wasn't really like the overall speed and pace is not very nice, but I would say it's a good race still for me. And 28 to third, you couldn't really ask for more. And a podium is already very nice in online races, man, to keep your car in one piece. So there he is, then that's the race. So that's the end of today's online race video. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you did enjoy my content very much and you want to see more, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. And until then, I'll see you in my next video. Take care and goodbye.